Welcome back to our building block series. I'm Cindy Cloward with Riley Blake Designs, and I'm going to show you how to create block number 6, the bear paw. It's easier than you think to make. These are the fabric requirements. Since this is a skill building series, I'm going to show you how to make a lot of half square triangles all at once. In fact, if you take 2 squares, I'm going to put these together, you're going to be able to make 8 half square triangles out of these 2 squares. Let me show you how it's done. The first thing you do is you take your pencil or your marking tool, and you're going to mark corner to corner. You're on the diagonal on both sides, on opposite sides. Each of these lines is a guide, and so you're going to sew a 1/4 inch on each side. So you're going to make 4 different seams. Now you can see my stitching on each side of the line. I did use a scant 1/4 inch, meaning just slightly under a 1/4 inch for this method. And now that line that you've drawn across both sides is your cutting line. So line that up. Okay, now that you've got your 4 sections cut, you're going to cut them again. So go from your tip, make sure your line at the bottom is lined up, so you're cutting them right in the center. Do a quick check. Got your half square triangle, just like that. And you're going to repeat that on all of those 4 sections. Line it in the center, make sure it's a good right angle. And how slick is that? You have made 8 half square triangles all at once. So I take them over here to your pressing station. Set your stitches, and now you're going to press to the dark side, just like that. I tend to, when I'm looking at each of these, I just do a quick finger press. Press with that hot iron. You just do one in after the other, just like that. Okay, now let's square up all our half square triangles. I would probably do the next set of 8. So you're doing them all at once. But let me show you how easy it is to square it up. I put it right here, this line right on our seam, and I just pull it down, if you can see that. So the outside 1/4 inch is right here. So you are going, that is 2 1/4. And then you cut off the extra right there, like that. And then sometimes you still have to cut off that little dog ear. So that's how I square them up when I have a 2 1/2 inch square up ruler. Again, you're putting it off the edge 1/4 inch, so that is 2 1/4. Line right up there on the line. All right, we finished our half square triangles for 2 paws. So I'm going to show you how to assemble 2 paws together. You're going to do 4 total. but we're going to do 2 at the same time right now. You can just see those little bear paws out to the side. And you just keep turning them until you got them facing the right way. That's opposite on this side. Let's see. There you go. Look at your diagram. Again, information's all available on our website for these building block series quilt blocks. Okay, then we have our posts in the corner. And those are our bear paw units. Now the first step that I take, I'm going to sew that. I'm going to sew these 2 units first. Oops. All right, that goes there. This goes here. Just kind of take a look. That's just where I want it. Now you can either do a finger press, add a little heat, quick press on that right there. Just do that right there. A lot of times I have a ironing board right next to my sewing machine. Now we're going to sew this to the paw, the claws to the paw part. Okay, give it a little press. And you know what? I'm going to open up my seams because again, there's a lot of bulk there, and sometimes that's time to open up your seams instead of pressing your seams to one side or the other. There's less bulk if you tend to do it that way. Right, clip your threads in between your units, open them up. They look good. Let's give them a press. Again, I'm choosing to open up this seam so it's not, the bulk is a little less than it would be. So I press from the back side, and then I'm going to press on the top as well. Put that under here. Okay, bring your blocks back here, or your units. And I have already sewn my last 2 bear paws right here. So you can lay this out. You have a center square, and you have got some white rectangles connecting the bear paws. So you can choose which section you want to start with first. I'm going to start with the center again. I just keep to what I like best, doing the center section to the outside section. Okay, let's bring our outside section, middle section here and take a look. Looks good. Now let's take this outside section and fold it over our middle section, pinning on top. Okay, let's open it up and take a look. Now we just have 2 more seams and our block is finished. It seems like it naturally wants to lie this way, so I am going to go with it. And this time I'm going to nest my seams. Okay, I'm going to sew my last 2 seams. All right, let's take a look. All our points look really nice. Let's give it a good press. Okay, let's square it up. See if we need to square it up. We can line everything on the grid. And it looks good to me. So congratulations. I hope you found the bear paw easier than you thought it would be to make. Join us next time for the apple pie block.